Good morning, JP. How are you?
Morning. So I'm happy we're talking, Shanmugam, because back on that duplicates business, there's something that really bugs me.
What is it, JP?
So we talked last time about the magnet algorithm. We look at the overlap, we compute the probability, and so on, and we prove, and it's very convincing that there are duplicates in the data, in the PLD data. But I was wondering if we kind of forget about the magnet algorithm just for a second. Is there a way for us to establish that there are really duplicates in the patient level data?
Yeah, completely understand it, JP. I know how, no matter how robust the magnet algorithm is, we thought about it and we have a Medicare utilization file breaking physician by physician and by drug, how many claims and how many beneficiaries we have. So that could be used as a benchmark.
Well, it would work if, I heard there's something like the suppression rule, meaning that they don't show the activity of all the physician. Maybe that's not a good, maybe that may can trip the comparison, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, glad you brought that up. They have a redaction and a suppression rule where they redact if the physician is having fewer than 11 claims, they completely remove it. And if there's a second level of suppression, when the claims are above 11, but if the patient is below 11, they remove just the patient count alone.
All right. So what that means, Shanmugam, is that if I don't see anything, then it's been redacted or suppressed, right?
Yeah.
But if I see the activity, then I know that it's not like half of it or a quarter of it, it's the full thing that I'm going to see, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Spot on.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So I think for the Medicare, the Part D Medicare, there are two parts to it, right?
Yeah.
There's for the people that elect to have original Medicare, they go through PDP if they want to get drug coverage.
Right.
And for the people that elect to go with the private insurance, they would use Part C, Managed Medicare, right?
Yes.
So there's the PDP and MAPD.
Yeah.
So your database, does it capture, which one does it capture? Is it PDP or MAPD?
Yeah, that's actually a very good way to kind of assess the completeness of the data, right? And we checked the methodology file from CMS, and as you can see, it captures both the MAPD and the PDP piece.
Oh, wow. So that's beautiful. So let me understand what's going on. So we're saying that if we see the claim from a doctor for a given drug, a certain number of patients and claims, if Medicare is saying that, then that's the maximum that's coming from Medicare. Any number that's said above that has to be duplicates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that, am I understanding you correctly?
Yeah, spot on.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I see for real some examples with like NPI, name of the physician, blah, 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 the drug, the number of patients, and then if you can compare that with data from a vendor and show me examples that the vendor is reporting higher. Can you do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's take a deep dive. I'll be happy to show you.
Let's see that. Yes.
Yes. So, as I promised to share you an example, JP, here's one.
Okay. So, what are we looking at here, Shanmugam?
So, let me give you a lay of the land first. So, this is an actual file, and we kind of suppressed the vendor and the drugs for privacy issues.
Of course.
So, this is an oncology product, an oral product, and we taken the patient level data, vendors data, and also from the Medicare story. So as you can see, the columns L and M are the vendors' claims and patients respectively. What they report for that particular physician based on the NPI. And here are the physician information, right? The NPI, the first name, last name, the prescriber, city, state, and the specialty. And the column N and O are for the same physician. What does Medicare Part D utilization file report as their claims and their patient?
So if I understand correctly, Shanmugam, for the first physician, Mohammed Hegazi, right, in Louisville, Kentucky, who's an HEMONC, the PLD vendor says, okay, you've got 6 patients and you've got 48 claims.
Correct.
For that drug that in question, right?
Yeah.
That oncology drug. And Medicare is saying you've got 1 to 10 patients and you've got 31 claims.
Uh-huh.
31 claims,
Yes.
right? So it looks like it doesn't quite agree, right?
Right, yeah. And that's why we saw a lot of patients in this, a lot of physicians in this group of 1 to 10, which is a suppressed group, have more of these discrepancies, JP. So the claims were different. And as you can see, let's take another example, right? Diane Lee from New York, who's a nurse practitioner. But then the vendor reported 42 claims with 12 patients. So, but the actuality was 17 claims, which was under the 11 threshold for the patient count.
So, if I understand correctly, so the vendor is reporting more patients
Yeah.
than Medicare
Right. Yes.
and more claims than Medicare.
Right.
How can that be?
Yeah. Quite surprising. I'm like you.
Is that the only case we see here?
Actually, there are multiple cases. There are
Oh, no.
almost, I think 117 in this set, but there were many, almost 600 cases that we saw. And
Wow.
then-
So clearly here the vendor is reporting more than reality.
Right.
Oh
Right.
my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And this was a good finding, but there was another finding that helped us understand the capture rate issue as well. So, and this is what I was talking about. So, the same structure with the NPI.
Yep.
So, of the 7,492 physicians that Medicare is reporting, 5,000 made it to the PLD vendor list. So there is still information on 2,000 physicians
That's don't appear in the PLD vendor.
Right.
Oh,
and
I see.
That is this list, JP. So
I see.
where we see like the third one, right, which is Himonk, Yu Sheng from Orange, California, report 20 claims, but then
1 to 10 patients.
Right.
But then the vendor has no idea what's going on.
Exactly. Right.
Oh
and
my God. And all those blanks mean the vendor is absolutely in the dark.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. So it would be perfect to kind of
Oh my
merge.
God. So what I learned from you here, Shanmugam, is one, the duplicates definitely based on we have the actual NPIs and so on.
Yeah.
And second one, you're reinforcing the case that there's under capture.
Right.
I mean, the things that are happening make the case saying they're happening, but those guys
Yeah.
never say anything.
Right. There's so much more we could do to
Oh my
enrich
God.
that data set by removing duplicates and filling in the holes. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.